Coach, thanks. Located appropriately for his career win total at 347 Don Shula Drive. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami, Florida. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. On first down, Dolphins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson. It's caught, and there's the first NFL catch for Marquise Brown. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year, led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this throw caught left side. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle made by the corner, Jimmy Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 30.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
It's complete to Grant. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A pitch out to Breida. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they take the lead here at 7-6. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day, dog.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This is Breida. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Running from the gun with Howard. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, Makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
2nd and 4. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They come out here in the eye.
57 to Mike. All day, all day, all day.
They run it with Balaj. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Rip left. Check it back.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Van Noy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Sam Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, 2nd quarter up in Minneapolis. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. We'll try and keep you updated. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins in October of that year. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Coming to you, coming to you. 50.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Parker the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's complete to Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Sanders is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like this.
Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd and 2, Jackson flushed out right. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football, because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Balaj. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Right here. Watch that in. Watch that in. That is one.
2nd and 13. It's Williams on the catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go now. Check. Hey, hold on. We own it. We own it.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And he's down with the first down at the Ravens' 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll look to throw here. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 6-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. This time, the extra point up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Matt Judon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now it's Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I'd just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here I come again.
Here's a run with Balaj. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down, Jackson. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Dolphins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And a cut to the right, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll run on first down. Dolphins, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Got a man, it's Brown. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. One last shot for Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So a victory here for